Japan is a country with a lot of traditional culture, while at the same time leading the world in science and technology. It is a country with a very unique national character. The talent to create a variety of things with diversity ideas is quite amazing. Today, I would like to take a moment to look at Japanese food culture with you. The typical Japanese food you are familiar with is, yes, sushi, isn't it? What's next? Ramen noodles, perhaps? Gyoza, dumplings are popular to go along with it. When you visit places in Japan, you will find many specialties from the region. It is a big part of the pleasure of traveling around Japan. Rice, green tea, fruits, and seafood are just a few of the specialties that are part of the unique charm of Japan's geography and climate. With the founding of the nation and the development of the country, rice cultivation in ancient Japan spread throughout the country. Shinto is a polytheistic religion that has been practiced in Japan since ancient times and enshrines the worship of nature. In the Shinto religion, rice is used in important ceremonies and rituals. Here is what we are going to cook with you today. This is the Japanese soul food, onigiri. Onigiri has more history than any other type of Japanese food. It is the best way to get to know the Japanese food culture. Let's take a look at some of the landscapes related to Japan and rice together.
General information about onigiri. Today we have rice from Akita Prefecture, and it's called Akita Komachi. It is a very popular variety all over Japan. Koshihikari is one of the most famous rice varieties in Japan. Its name means koshihikari and refers to its characteristic sticky texture. Koshihikari is popular with people who care about the taste and texture of cooked rice. It also requires good quality land and water and careful cultivation methods, which is why it is grown in many parts of Japan and has earned a high reputation. Hitomabor. Hitomabor is one of the main varieties widely grown in Japan, along with koshihikari. Hitomabor is popular for its light and refreshing texture, and its rice is characterized by low stickiness and shiny grains after cooking. Akita Komachi. Akita Komachi is a variety produced in Akita Prefecture and, as its name suggests, has been grown in Akita for many years. It is characterized by its sticky yet fluffy texture, and its freshly cooked aromatic flavor is very appealing. Salt from Sasagawa Nagale Coast, Niigata Prefecture. Moshio, seaweed salt, is a type of salt made from seaweed. It is produced by drying a salty liquid extracted mainly from seaweed. Seaweed salt contains the unique flavor and nutrients of seaweed and is richer in minerals than ordinary salt. Because of its unique flavor and taste, it is sometimes used to add depth and richness to food. It is especially common in regions surrounded by the sea, such as Japan and Korea. Niigata Prefecture is located in central Japan, and seafood and hot springs overlooking the Sea of Japan are also tourist attractions. Niigata is also famous for its sake, of which Echigo Jizake is a typical example. There is a wide variety, from sake to rich junmai sake, and visiting a local sake brewery is also an enjoyable experience. Historically, the production of kitchen knives and hardware has also flourished. Especially in Niigata City and Nagaoka City, there are many factories producing products that combine traditional techniques with the latest technology. Kitchen knives and hardware, made with high-quality materials and carefully crafted by artisans, have earned a high reputation, both in Japan and abroad. Noli from Ise Bay, Mie Prefecture. No-e from Ise Bay has unique characteristics compared to other production areas. One of these characteristics is that it is rich in nutrients. The sea water is rich in nutrients, and these nutrients are concentrated in the nori. In addition, laver from Ise Bay is rich in flavor and has a mild taste. This is due to the quality of the seawater and the way the laver is cultivated. Notable food and culture around Ise Bay are: the area around Ise Bay is one of the most important shrines in Japan. It is home to the inner shrine, the Imperial Grand Shrine, and the outer shrine, the Toyoku Grand Shrine, and is known as a sacred Shinto site. Ise lobsters. Ise lobsters landed in Ise Bay are famous and can be tasted at local restaurants. Comb, rice. With the founding of the nation and the development of the country, rice cultivation in ancient Japan spread throughout the country. The Yamato court used rice as the primary object of tax collection and annual tribute, and established its rule through its control. Sake is also made from rice. When compared to European history, it may be similar to the historical background and development of suitable wine-producing regions in Europe. In Europe, products such as bread and beer have been important staple foods because the climate is relatively cold and wheat grows well. In Asia, on the other hand, rice has been widely consumed as a staple food because the region has many wetlands, which are suitable for rice cultivation in rice paddies. Rice flour, which is made from ground rice, is used as a gluten-free alternative for bread and baked goods. Koji, and the biggest difference is the cooking method. Koji. Fermented rice koji produces fermented foods such as sake, miso, and soy sauce. Koji is a fermented food produced by the decomposition, saccharification, and fermentation of starches from grains, beans, and other foods by microorganisms called koji molds. There are several types of koji, including rice koji and barley koji, which are used to make fermented foods such as sake, miso, and soy sauce. It is also sometimes used in the production of pharmaceuticals and cosmetics, as well as foods. The relationship between religion and rice in Japan is deeply rooted in food culture and social formation. For example, rice is used in New Year's dishes such as osechi and ozoni to pray for a prosperous year. Shinto is the traditional religion of Japan, focusing on nature and ancestor worship. Rice has been considered sacred since ancient times and was offered to the gods at festivals, such as harvest and new harvest festivals. Ninnamasai is one of Japan's imperial festivals, held annually on November 23rd. It is a harvest festival that has been held since ancient times, in which the emperor partakes of the first new grain of the year in thanksgiving for a bountiful harvest, including the newly harvested rice. It is one of the oldest traditional Japanese festivals and is regarded as an important event to pray for national stability and a good harvest. Since ancient times, the triangle has been a symbol of good luck, longevity, and prosperity in Japanese culture and religion. Some believe that is why it was adopted as the shape of onigiri.
This is just one example of how humanity and community baton the traditions, and how keeping one merged. I hope that each of you will expand a little bit of human history with culture and Keind, and extend each to your daily life inspiration.